Hello, my name is Julie. Welcome to my channel. You're watching Treasures Made from Yarn. And this video it's going to be my complete work in progress and finished objects video, plus trying to transition and going into July, which there'll be a lot of, I think there's going to be some craziness, but I think we can make it all work. So let's start as always as what I got done. First is the Bago Day, or the Bod Hat Palooza, the Bago Day Hat Project. That is hosted by Laura over at Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming. So this was the hooded, I don't know what you call it. It's a hooded hat, which I think will come very useful in the winter. Especially when I figure out shoveling snow and stuff. I'm like, I got a hooded hat. And I might see if my son can use it because he takes the bus to work and he has to walk to the bus stop, and some really cold days this could come in handy. So I kind of like this project. There might be more of these in the future because these could be pretty good Christmas gifts to those who might need it. So usually I always have the Bago Day hat pattern in the description, and this hat will be in the description. So these next two projects, I had a little bit of well, the first one I had like a little bit of yarn left from that hat I just showed you. So I had a thought of a future shawl project, and this is just like a little swatch of this shawl, and I like it. I really like this. Pretty much all it is a knit is that you're increasing on one end and adding a drop stitch on the next row. So, and it's, well, if you knit, it's probably, if you don't knit, it's probably not that easy, but it's relatively simple. And so sometime in the future, I'm going to actually make a knit shawl with this pattern, but for now, it's going to go on a doll. So pretty much it's just a swatch. I guess before I show you this next little item, I gotta show you the main item I was working on. And this is the last project for June's Mystery Yarn Challenge. That's hosted by Lori over at Armchair Chef. This was the last crochet project I had to finish that was in the category, so I got all the crochet projects she had in her playlist for the month of June, which is how she changed things up in June and gave us a whole bunch of projects to work from. And if you did all in one category, whether knit or crochet, she sounds like she's gonna send some yarn. But I did finish the last one, and it's a vest, and it features this stitch, which is 3 double crochets in chain 2. So the video involves a stitch, but yeah, so catch you up, this black part I did like literally years ago. It was a start of a poncho. You know, we transformed it into a vest. I think one thing if I have to do yet, what I might do is tack down, because I folded in the black part to form the vest, and there's all this extra, and I might need to tack that down. Or not. So yeah, I know you can't see it all. You can't see the whole vest, but yeah, so that's the last project done for the June's Mystery Yarn Challenge. So I don't think I've ever mentioned in any of the videos over the past month, but my husband did catch COVID about a month ago and had to be hospitalized for about a week or two. And then had to spend a week or 2 in rehab, and I finished that vest while he was in rehab. So he's home now and he's better. But anyway, I had a little bit of yarn. I had a little bit of time left before I left. So I worked. It's just this little doily. It's just a little doily. I don't know if you can't see. I was like there's some alternate double crochets, but I don't think you can't see it that well. But yeah, and then it also features my very favorite edging stitch, which is, oh, I got a separate video. I don't remember if I had a separate video. I meant to, but for sure, That's my favorite edging, so I had to put that on there. And that's all it was. I was killing time, and I just made this little coaster. That's all that is. And that is all the finished projects. So I suppose I could start with what I didn't even touch. Not even one bit. And of course it's this sock. This is going to be, actually don't look like a sock, but it's going to be a sock. It's going to be a tube sock, which is in chevron stitch, and when it's long enough, you know, we'll pull it over, it'll be a tube, and then I'll put a toe end on the end. Again, I'm a little concerned that I got one more ball for the other sock, but it'll probably be a different color for the toe, but I haven't touched this one. For sure have not touched the knitted one. I haven't touched it. Yeah, I haven't touched the knitted sock at all. It's like, I don't know, maybe future mystery yarn challenges will be. I think that's still an option for the mystery yarn challenge, is that I want to finish my whips. And that's probably just going to have to be one of the months. I was like, okay, I got some whips to finish. To include also this one. Oh, in this cute little bag. Alright, we'll come back to that bag in a minute. But it's holding this project. I definitely think this is going to be cool when it's done. But this I'll probably pick up in full force during the month. For the things we're making Thursday is going to be a Granny Square month, and this is kind of like a Granny Square. So if it isn't done yet, we will probably pick this one up during that month. We do for the things we're making Thursday. I will definitely we'll pick this up. I think this will look pretty cool, and it looks like it, and it's pretty simple too. Also haven't touched this other one. It's a shawl, it's a knitted shawl. Think about why I started this during another occasion. My husband was in rehab or in a hospital, which sounds like the norm. So I started this one. I think my still intention was to work on this when the kids were in Sunday school, which it's in the summer now, not in Sunday school, but it'll be in Sunday school in the fall. So this might get picked up in the fall or in the month that there's a one of the months, I can't remember which month it is. Shawls is the theme for things we're making Thursday. I might pick this one up. I'll try to get this one done that month. See, I think those are the ones that I haven't touched at all, but I have one, but I have a couple yet that I'm currently working on. And this one I want to try to get done this month because it falls under the wearable theme for things we're making Thursday. That's this one. Yeah, we are getting decent progress. Like I said, I want to get this one done this week, or at least by when the month is over. And I think this coming Thursday, the 3rd, when you see this video, this Thursday coming up is the last Thursday, and I'm not sure. I'm going to try to get this done. So like I started on the front, and then, you know, then we made the neck opening, and now we're working on the back, joining, and I'm joining it as I go. I think I'm going to like this. I'm going to like this project when it's done. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's just a net, and then I'm going to put sleeves on it. And it'll be a nice, like, throw over or a cover. Obviously, it's got holes in it. I'm not going to wear it without at least having something underneath. But I think I think this project would be a good, like, a swimsuit cover. So, if I don't get this one done this month, I at least got to get it done before we go on vacation in next March on our cruise. All right. Let's see, and then the next. Okay, before we get into my other projects for coming up in July, I do want to cover. This is the year-long project, the temperature scarf, which is now getting to be. It's almost long enough to be a scarf, and we're only halfway through. And it got hot, like 100. That's the yellow. That's my. It hit 3 digits. So that's the yellow one. The day I'm recording it, the next day, it will, I don't know if I don't think it'll hit 3 digits, but it's going to definitely be the high 90s. It's going to be a hot week. So, I think that wraps up. I have one more project that I'm starting, but before we get into that, July might be crazy, because July is usually, last year I did Christmas in July, because one of the other channels I watch, K&K Crochet, is doing Christmas extravaganza. So, but yeah, I'm also going to try to incorporate everything else that I usually do. Things we're making Thursday is our, I can never say amigurumi. So I'm going to try to do a majority of the projects of that. Plus Lori, over at Armchair Chef, for July's Mystery Yarn Challenge, did the same thing as June. She gave a playlist of projects to pick from. Actually, what she did is she picked a playlist from, hold on, 4 or 5 creators. I think I wrote down, I think 5 creators. She picked like 5 creators, and each of those creators have a playlist, and you have to pick something from the playlist. So I already picked out my list. She also has a knit and crochet list, and I thought for like a few seconds, hey, maybe I can do both. And no, we can't. So I looked at the playlist she sent, and I picked out stuff that would be useful for things we're making Thursday. I picked out most of the Aragumi projects. Matter of fact, they all are except for 2. So I got 2 gnome projects. I got a snowman project. And I got, one of them was Love Bears, so I got that project. And one of the ones that's not an Aragumi is a Tunisian hat, which I'm going to pick. And for extra credit that she threw in there was the Hippie Tote. I was excited about that because I watched the video for that one. And the only specifications that she sent in the video is that you had to use at least 3 strands of yarn. And you can only use the chain stitch, the single crochet stitch, and the double crochet stitch to make it easy. I already made a couple totes like that. That's my favorite. That's my favorite project right now. Yeah, see, this is almost like this. I think will qualify as that's a hippy dippy tote. Obviously, I have to make a new one, right? But yeah, I already got a couple like that already, and I was excited about that. So I have that project started. So I'm ripping it out because this was the start of it, and holy crap, I made it too long. Like, even if I filled it in half, you can't even get it on there, it's not too big. So we're starting to frog this again. Then I started anew. So this is what assuming that the parameters that I got from the video was like, you can do your own bag as long as you got the 3 parameters, the parameters I just mentioned. So I have 5 strands. So far we're just doing the single crochet in the chain. So yeah, this is the bottom, which is still pretty. This is still pretty big. This is still going to be big. So this is the bottom. I'm just going to go around without going up the sides. We'll see how it looks because all I'm doing is, I think it's kind of like the linen stitch, but I think I'm going to like chain, instead of a single crochet and chain 1, I'm doing a single crochet and chain 2. Yeah, it'll be very hippy dippy. I'm gonna try this. I enjoy bags. I know right now bags is that's the things I like to make right now are bags and baskets. They're fun to make right now. That's my jam. And I was like, yeah, I got that one started. Alright, and that now covers all my projects. There are other Aragumi projects I have in mind I want to make. That will probably fall also for Christmas. That I want to make for Christmas because it seems like, I don't know if my family likes handmade items, but it seems like Aragumi is popular. I always make those for Christmas. And because of the things we're making Thursday project and then Lori's project, so it seems like that will probably be most of July will be covered under those. So yeah, and then I'll look at my last year's stuff I pulled out last year, and I'll try to incorporate some things that I can pass along that's helpful at Christmas time. Plus I'll look at K&K's crochet stuff, see what they got going on, and I'm gonna see what they are making. We'll make good gifts. So So I think that would be mostly my focus for Christmas in July. Is like let's see what gifts we can make. What will make good gifts that we're gonna make and still fall under everybody else's theme I'm doing. It's like July. I think July's gonna be crazy. So that's enough babbling by me. So if you did like this video, please give it a like. You want to see more crazy content like this, please subscribe to my channel. I want to thank you always for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye now.